So recently, Real Housewives of Potomac star Dr. Wendy and her husband Eddie were arrested on multiple fraud-related charges. What are the allegations? What do we know so far? And what's next? Let's break it down. Dr. Wendy is widely known as a cast member of Real Housewives of Potomac. In addition to her reality TV career, she's held academic roles, including being a professor. She joined Real Housewives of Potomac in season 5. The alleged incident. According to authorities, Dr. Wendy and her husband reported a burglary at their home on April 2024, last spring, claiming that designer goods, jewelry, luxury items, clothing, and more were stolen. They reported roughly 80 items lost, valuing the loss in one version of their claim at over $200,000 and in insurance claims as high as $450,000. They filed claims with multiple insurance companies. What investigators say they found. In the investigation that followed, officials say they discovered that more than $20,000 worth of the items claimed stolen had been previously returned for full refund at the stores they were bought from. Social media evidence allegedly showed Wendy wearing one of the diamond rings that was claimed stolen after the reported burglary. In court documents, investigators also cited discrepancies with the burglary report itself. Example, no evidence of forced entry, alarm system activity, or disturbance consistent with a break-in. They also flagged possible withholding of information. For example, filing claims with multiple insurers without disclosing cross claims. Is actually kind of giving Dorit and PK. They have been alleged to have been doing this for a few seasons, just for the fact that it seems so unlikely that such a catastrophe would happen season after season. But anyway, I digress. Charges and arrests. On October 9th, 2025, Wendy and Eddie were arrested in Westminster, Maryland by authorities. Wendy faces 16 charges, including 7 felony counts for alleged false or misleading information and fraud exceeding $300, and a misdemeanor count for making a false statement to a police officer. Eddie faces 18 charges with 9 felonies in parallel. Following their arrest, both were booked and later released after posting $50,000 bond each. These are all white-collar crimes. They're financial crimes, but, this is the Bravo universe, so you know how everyone loves throwing out the felon label with everyone. Former Real Housewives of Potomac castmate Candace Diller publicly questioned whether Wendy and Eddie might be targeted. No official statement from Bravo or Dr. Wendy's reps beyond asking for privacy. What this means legally, what's next? At this moment, these are allegations. Wendy and Eddie is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. That is what our law, even though democracy in the United States is slowly declining down to the pits of hell. Traditionally, the institution of criminal justice states that anyone who is accused is automatically given the privilege of innocence. The alleged does not have to prove their innocence. The prosecutors have to prove their guilt. That's what it says on paper, but the reality is that once you're accused of something, the presumption is always that you're guilty, not that you're innocent. The court date is tentatively set for November 2025, next month, for the next hearings. The headlines are serious. Dr. Wendy, once celebrated for her intellect and visibility on Real Housewives of Potomac, must now navigate a legal storm that could reshape how her public persona is viewed.